Hello everyone. Dr. John Alfredson here, and today is day 56 of the Academics 90-day eComm challenge, and I'm going to be your host. And this is a pre-recorded video, so unfortunately you cannot ask any questions. But we're going to do a training today on some different subjects. But first, let me introduce myself. If you haven't heard me speak or do anything with Academics until now. So my name is John Alfredson, and I'm originally from Sweden. I live in California right now. I've been working with Academics since they started, and I'm one of Academics trainers and coaches in eComm. My background is in engineering. I have a PhD in electrical engineering from 2008, but I got so tired of that. I actually lost my passion for that, so I started looking for something else back in 2008, and I found the online marketing world. So that's how I got involved in the entrepreneur world, to become an entrepreneur and start learning how to build a business online. But it was a long journey coming from an engineering background going into marketing, and I learned a lot of different I went to a lot of different trainings, a lot of different strategies, methods, things like that for advertising, for blogging, for writing ebooks and selling on Amazon. And I've been going through a lot of trainings, creating iPhone apps, you name it. I probably tried it at some point, different types of training in the online world. But it was back in 2015 I got my first success with eComm. I went into eComm because Chris Record promoted this course in Shopify and how to build up your own Shopify store. So I decided to sign up for that, and I built my store in 2 weeks. But this was back in November. It was right before I launched it, right before Thanksgiving, in November 23rd of 2015. And the first day I had 10 to 15 products in my store. And I launched my first ads. I launched ads for 8 different products, 8 different ads, and I got 2 sales the first day. So that got me really excited, because I got the sales when I launched the ad in the morning. I just didn't touch them. I let them run, and then all of a sudden the sales came in. So that was really exciting to know that I could make sales on autopilot. Don't have to be by the computer to make the sales. Don't have to talk to anyone. I could just drive the traffic through Facebook ads. So I knew that this was working. So it was really exciting. Next day, second day, I decided to scale up a little bit. I'll let the ads run. I focused, and I launched a couple of more ads, and I got 9 sales. And it was mostly from just 1 or maybe 2 ad sets that gave me all the sales. So okay, this is working well. So maybe I have a winner here. So day 3, I continued to increase the budgets a little bit and increase my ad spend. And so day 2 was about $100 in sales. So day 3, I managed to get up to $300 in sales. So I was really, wow, this is really working. And day 3 was the day before Thanksgiving. So day 4 was Thanksgiving, it was Thursday, and I managed to get almost $1,000 in sales. So this was pretty crazy. I was super excited. I got a lot of orders. I was doing free plus shipping, but all of my products were free plus shipping, because that's how I started out. And well, I decided I want to scale this as much as I can, so I just decided to duplicate ad sets, and I raised my budgets, and I did a lot of different things. Tried a lot of different things that I was taught back then, and I managed to scale up to day 5, $2,000, and day 6 I got up to $4,000 in sales, and then, well, after my first week I had over $13,000 in sales and almost 1,000 orders in 7 days. So that was a little bit crazy. And well, I had to pause my ads because it was right before Christmas. I wanted to make sure everyone got their orders before Christmas. I didn't have anyone to help me fulfill other than my wife and some family members. So I needed to find a virtual assistant to help me out. So I paused my ads for a couple of days, 3 or 4 days, found a virtual assistant that could help me with order fulfillment and customer support, and then I turned on my ads again, and my first month I made $65,000 in sales. It was like crazy. and it just went up from there. And yeah, sales have been going. My store has been running over 1.5 years right now, and I made over 650,000 in sales. So it's been a really fun journey, and well, with lots of ups and downs, because products there are also challenges along the way, but I'm not going to go into that right now. I just want to jump into the training. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my background, and I hope that can inspire you a little bit. So right now, today, we're going to go in to talk about the Ads Manager versus the Power Editor, and I'm going to go in and show you the differences and how I use the Power Editor, how I use the Ads Manager. I'm going to create an ad campaign from scratch for a product with the ad set, well, the campaign, the ad set, and the ad, and we're going to go over how to set up the image ad, image ads, video ads, and also talk a little bit about the different types of ads, the page post ads versus the other types of ads, and so on. Dark posts versus visible posts, and so on. That's what the plan is for this training, for the rest of this training. So let's jump into the training right away. Let's go into Ads Manager first. So I'm here in my one of my Facebook accounts, a dummy account that I do not use, but I use it for trainings. So here in the Ads Manager, so you probably know already how the Ads Manager is built up, because you should be running ads by this point. There are a lot of different trainings. We are on day 56, obviously, so there are a lot of trainings before you've had already. So you're probably familiar with the Ads Manager. You should be. And we have the campaign section, of course, and then we have the ad sets, and we have the ads. And that's the hierarchy of the Facebook ads. And I do it like this: that I launch one campaign per product. So I have, for every product that I want to promote, I launch a new campaign, and then I have multiple ad sets under each campaign, and then I usually only have one ad under each ad set. So one campaign per product, I have multiple ad sets under each campaign, and then just one ad under each ad set. So a little disclaimer there: one campaign per product. That means depending on the objective of the campaign, because sometimes you want to have a page post engagement campaign and a website conversion campaign, and you can't have those are two different objectives. So you need to create two different campaigns for that, for the same, if you want to run them both for the same product. But usually, if you're only running conversion ads, for example, a website conversion ad, I run all my ad sets under the same campaign for the conversion ads. So all my view content and purchase conversions and add to cart conversion ads sets are all under the same campaign for the product. I hope that makes sense. So the campaign level we have here, and then we have the ad set level, like here, like I said, and then we have the ads here. So I don't know how many of you that have used the Power Editor, but the Power Editor is built in the same way as the Ads Manager. Looks very similar right now. It used to look a little bit different, but let's go into the Power Editor. You get the Power Editor here. You click on the menu, and you click on the Power Editor here. So here we have Power Editor, and the Power Editor as well. We have the campaign level, we have the ad set level, and we have the ads. So the difference here there are a few differences with the Power Editor versus the Ads Manager. So, and this is how I use it. So the Power Editor, you can see all the stats and performances of the campaign and the ad sets and all that. Here to the right, you see they have the performance, we have the overview here, and you have a lot of different stats. We can scroll to the right here, but the thing is, it's not that easy to control all the columns here. You can change it a little bit here in the list settings, but it's summary and the columns that you want to show, but you don't have the flexibility. I'm not going to change anything here. You don't have the flexibility. For example, if you want to add in the website conversion parts that we want to look at for the eComm ads, we want to see how many sales we've gotten from the pixel and so on. You can't use that with the Power Editor. So that's why I'm liking to look at, when I'm looking at my stats, I don't look a lot in the Power Editor. I look in the Ads Manager, because the Ads Manager, let's go to the Ads Manager again. So the Ads Manager has all the stats, and we can customize the columns here. And there is other training in this 90-day challenge that shows you how to do that. Excuse me. So let's go back into the Power Editor. And another difference with the Power Editor is when you're making changes to campaigns, ad sets, or ads, anytime you're making changes, they're not instantly live. So you can make multiple changes before they will, well, as many as you want, before you basically upload them to Facebook, and all of them go live at the same time. So all the changes that you're making to the ad sets and ads and campaigns in the Power Editor, before you upload them, they are all saved locally on your computer until you decide to upload them. And if you're making changes to an ad set or a campaign in the Ads Manager, the change goes into effect immediately. So that's also a difference. And the important thing here with within the Power Editor, yeah, like I said, you have the campaign, the ad set, and the ads. Those are the tabs here that you're going to click on a lot in between. And then the search bar, the search feature, where you can search campaigns or ad sets, so you can sort out only certain different campaigns and ad sets and so on. And filters. Filters can show, you can show only active campaigns, only inactive, only completed, not delivering, and so on, whatever you choose to. So the filters in search can be really good to basically get a better overview of the actual ads, because once you have hundreds of campaigns and ad sets, they're all going to be listed here, and it's going to be a little bit harder to find the ones that you're actually looking for. So then the search function and the filter function are really valuable. And up here to the right, we have the stats, the days stats. So what I want to say about this is, yeah, basically you set the date range, and any date range you set here, that will be reflected here in the stats section here. So if we choose the last 7 days, that will be the sales, or well, all the stats for the last 7 days. And what should be noted though is that the last 7 days does not include today. So sometimes if you launch a new campaign today, and you want to look at the stats later today, and you go into the Power Editor or Ads Manager, it works the same way. So you click on the last 7 days and click on Update, and you see 0, like this, nothing at all. So that means that you might not be looking at today's date, so because you're choosing this last 7 days. So in order to see the sales for today or the stats for today, you also need to include that. So you can set the date range, whatever you want here. But if you need to include today, if you're going to see today's stats, and sometimes a lot of people could miss that. All right, so that's it about how the Power Editor is built up. It's not more difficult than the Ads Manager actually, so it's not much harder to work with. I think it's actually easier. The Power Editor, I mean, I use the Ads Manager to look at the stats and look at my data for my campaigns, but then I use the Power Editor to create the campaigns and to create the ad sets and also duplicate campaigns and ad sets, because that's the good feature with the Power Editor. They can easily mass duplicate ad sets and campaigns and do mass changes to a lot of them at the same time. So those are some of the best features of the Power Editor. What we're going to do now is that we're going to dive into creating a campaign, an ad set, and ads a little bit. Yeah, so this was the Ads Manager versus the Power Editor. So now we're going to go into create campaigns, how to create campaigns and create ad sets and ads. So let's go in and do that. And we're gonna do this from the Power Editor. So first we need to decide what kind of product we're going to promote. So I have a page called Biker Jewelry Store, which is a template store page that I use for trainings, and so we're going to promote a product for biker jewelry product. I'm going to create an ad for that as an example, and so this is the page for that. And let's go to AliExpress first and find a product to promote. So AliExpress, we're going to go motorcycle necklace is what I want to search for. Let's see what we can find. We have 907 results. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We got a few of them. Well, it looks nice. There are a few nice ones here. So I click sort. First, I look at the best match, and I look at the ones that comes up. See if something is stands out. And then I click on orders to sort by the ones with most number of orders. So this one has 500 sales, which is a good sign. 200 sales, 90 sales. So let's see. I want to promote something that stands out. So let's choose this one, the motorcycle. Let's look at this. Motorcycle, autobike, animal, crystal, rhinestone necklace for women. Okay, this is for women as well. So my biker jewelry store page is for women, so that's good. So this seller has 4 diamonds, so that's good. They have a lot of feedback, 6,206 feedback score. Great. This has sold a few, not a lot. So, but that doesn't mean that it's not a good product. That it can sell well. $3. So we might be able to do it as a free plus shipping item. Let's click in and look at that. So we have ePacket with this. I go in here and look. United States, yes, we have ePacket, $1.37. Okay, that's good. Let's look for other countries too, in case we want to sell it to Canada. Canada, we have ePacket, yeah, $2.63. That's good. Gonna look at for other Australia. ePacket, yeah, $2.63. That's good. Good to know in case we want to expand later. So I'll try to other countries. Also, United Kingdom, $2.63. Okay, good. So let's go with the United States for now. And the ePacket, $1.37. Okay, so the price is going to be total price is going to be $4.35 to sell to ship this. So it's $2.98 plus $1.37. And it's going to ship within 12 to 20 days with ePackets. That's good. So the only drawback here, though, the quantity is there's only 20 pieces available. So this is something you want to look at when you're finding your products, so that you make sure they have enough available. You can contact the seller. If I want to contact the seller, I go here up into the store information here. I can click on contact now, and I can contact the seller and ask a question. I'm not going to do that right now, but that's one way to do it, to see if they have more in stock or if they can get more quickly if you start selling these. The next thing I do, I also look at the feedback. So this has only 5-star feedback, 33 votes, so that's good. You can also go and click on the feedback here if you want to. They have 8 5-stars in here, and you can see the product in use. Some people have taken their own photos to see it shipped in a little plastic bag, and looks nice, and everything is fine. Yeah, so here's what other people are saying, how long it's going to take, but a lot of these people are not using ePacket. You can see what shipping method they're using, so ePacket is going to be the fastest one. Okay, good. And then we go and look at the product details. So let's scroll down to see what else here. Yeah, so they have a few images here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna use these images. I'm gonna save down these images to my computer so we can use them for advertising. So I save down all these images by just, on a PC I can just right click on them. On Mac you can just drag them here from here, I think. Yeah. And then let's go into the Power Editor. Now we're going to create the campaign for this motorcycle necklace. So first click on the campaign tab and then go into create campaign. So when I create my campaigns, I have a naming convention. I'm just going to tell you briefly about how my naming convention is right now. So as a campaign name, I just give the store name or a short abbreviation for the store name. Store name, and then what type of product it is. So this is going to be motorcycle necklace, and then we're going to create a PPE campaign to start with, a page post engagement PPE. So I name it PPE. So we're going to do auction buying type, and we're going to do traffic. We're going to do page post engagement, so that's called post engagement here. Post engagement, and then we're going to I basically copy this one, store name and the name of the item here. For now, we're going to create new ad sets and new. I call this one ad set, and I call this one ad. I call it ad one to start with. Okay. I'm going to change the name here to this later, but let's do this for now. So click create. So now it's going to create a campaign in draft. Yeah, in draft says, so it's not uploaded to Facebook yet. Nothing is live. It's just, so we have a campaign in draft created. When we want to upload it to Facebook, we click on this green button up here in the corner which says review changes, and then we can review it and upload it to Facebook. That's the last step we're going to do. For now, we're just not going to do anything with the campaign name here. So we can see that we can edit the campaign name here if we want to. That's the only thing we can edit. We can set a limit to the campaign spending if we want to. I'm not going to do that either. And let's go into the next step, which is the ad set. So here we have the store name motorcycle that is selected right now. So that's the only one we can see since it is selected. Status on this little arrow here shows that this has been saved and ready to be reviewed. So there has been some changes to this ad set. That's just what it means. So all of the ones that has an arrow here in this column are basically the ones that are going to be uploaded next when you upload to Facebook. So let's click on edit for this one. We can click on edit here. Or you can click on the little pen on the right hand side here. We're going to click on the edit pen, edit ad sets. It's going to pop up like this, pop out a little window here. So we have the name here. We're going to set the budget. Let's start the budget with a $5 a day. $5 a day ad set budget. We can set this. You can set the schedule to start today. Right now, as you see, it's middle of the night here. 2:15 it says, so you can launch it right away. I'm not going to schedule an end date because I don't want the campaign to end, and if it takes off and do really well, then I want to run it continuously, so I don't want to set an end date. We're not going to use any custom audiences right now. We're just going to go with the United States, and we start with, this is women's necklace, so let's go with women in the United States, and I'll go broad 18 to 65 first to see, just to see what, well, look at the reports and see who are engaging. So what some people do, and when they're running PPE ads, they run it worldwide to get more cheaper clicks. I don't like running it worldwide in the beginning because it doesn't make sense to me to run an ad to get likes from other countries like India and Bangladesh and Indonesia and other countries there where I'm not selling my items to. I primarily sell to the United States and the top 5 countries, to top 5 English-speaking countries, I should say, and then to Western Europe. So I don't want to. If I get a lot of likes from other countries that I not sell to, Facebook is going to pick up on those likes and use that with the pixel and when they're collecting data for the campaign. So if a lot of people clicking from those countries, it's going to basically take the demographic from those people that clicked, and if they're not in the countries that I ship to currently that I want to sell to, then they might not be very similar to the group that I want to promote to. So I want to targeted people to click as well, so I can look at the data and see who is actually liking these and what age group are they, and so on. Where do they live? So that's why I don't choose worldwide for this. I could use more countries, but we're going to go with the United States right now. But I will only choose countries that I actually intend to promote it to. Language, I'll leave that alone, and then let's go into detail targeting. So here we can, let's start. I always usually start by typing the broad interest. So it's a motorcycles. Yeah, 203 million people. That's too many people for me. You can see when I hover over here, I can see the sizes of the audiences. Motorcycles, they are too broad, so I want to go with something that has motorcycle racing. That's something under 20 million for sure. That I start out with. Otherwise, they are too many people. It's going to be too broad of an audience. I'm going to do a flex intersect audience here right now. So, but first, you could, I mean, just to find other interests that are related to motorcycle, I can start with typing motorcycle, and I can I click select that just to see, because then I will get suggestions from Facebook. Here it says suggestions. So for other motorcycling, Harley Davidson, motorcycle club. So this is how I find other interests that are related to what that Facebook thinks is relevant to what I'm promoting or what I'm already selected. Motorcycle club, that could be a good one. Motorcycle racing, motorcycle sport, touring motorcycle, sport bike, custom motorcycle, shopper, Kawasaki, Honda, Ducati. So yeah, let's select motorcycle club. That's 2 million people. I'm gonna just remove motorcycles, the ones from US. I'm gonna see what comes up. So motorcycle club in the US, 1.4 million people. Let's see. So in this one, I want to get an audience. For a PPE ad, you can have a broader audience than a conversion ad. Conversion ad, I usually select 500,000 around my audience size. I could let it go all the way down to between 200,000 and 800,000, but I wouldn't go beyond that. But for PPE ads, I can allow myself to go broader, because for a broader audience, to give Facebook a little bit more people to choose from when they're gonna target my people. But I can let myself go up to 5 million sometimes within the reach. I look here in the reach on the right hand side here, and I can allow myself to go up to 5 million people at most for a PPE ad. But in this case, I think I want to go a little bit more targeted. So I'm not just gonna add in a lot of motorcycle club interest here. I'm gonna actually stick with this motorcycle club, but I'm gonna narrow it down actually a little bit. I'm gonna try to get it to 1 million, or a little bit, maybe even lower than 1 million people to start with. I think that will be enough anyway, just because I want to target more targeted. I don't care for to have a lot of people right now. I want to have it. So I'm gonna narrow it down. So they must have an interest in a motorcycle club, but they must also match one of the following interests. So what I do in a case like this, I try to group the interest into different categories. So motorcycle club that belongs to basically clubs and associations. So that's one category. And then there are other categories like magazines, for example. That could be really good, or communities, or websites, or famous celebrities within the niche, and so on. So I group the interest. So I'm gonna add one group of interest into each of these boxes, in the targeting boxes there. So in this one, I have motorcycle club. So in this one here, I'm gonna have another group of interests related to motorcycle. So for example, websites. So you can see here already have womenmotorcyclists.com is 200,000. That's bikerornot.com 530,000. That could be good. Bikers Post is also a website. So maybe I should try to group together websites here. Women motorcyclists, that could be good. Biker or not, 530,000. Then Shopper Exchange, Biker Post. Okay, so leatherup.com, maybe that's this website. So I get up to 100,000 people when I combine the motorcycle club with a website. So maybe I need to add something more here. So maybe I should try magazines as well. So we have Hot Bike Magazine, Easy Rider Magazine. They're a little bit larger, inside the 1 million people for that one. Motorcyclist Magazine, Biker Clothing Company, Rider Magazine. So let's try Hot Bike Magazine, Motorcyclist Magazine, Easy Rider Magazine. Are these for other motorcycle news? Easy Riders Magazine. Let's see, Fast Bikers Magazine, Sport Rider Magazine, Super Bike Magazine. So we're stuck at 110,000 people here right now that we can reach with this in the United States. And we've added a lot of interest here, magazines and websites. So maybe the Bikers Code. Okay, so maybe we should add something more also other than Motorcycle Club. Maybe we can also here add some brands. So for example, so the motorcycle necklace was a sports motorcycle, right? Auto bike, so it's a sports motorcycle. So maybe not a Harley would be. Maybe Harley might not be the best group to target for a piece of jewelry like this, because it's not something that's even closely related to Harley. I would think. That's just my opinion. So maybe motorcycle racing or motorcycle touring. Maybe a sports bike could be something. Let's see, sports bike and women. We're only targeting women now, so that's why it's such a small audience. Women compared, I mean, there are a lot more men in this niche, I would think. But let's see, we can find. So Kawasaki motorcycles. Let's see what we can find. We can find Honda motorcycles, Yamaha. All right, touring motorcycle. So now we're up to 150,000. Okay, sport touring motorcycle. I want to get the women up here. Motorcycle sport, motorcycle racing, motorcycle sport, motorcycle racing. 12 million people. But not a lot of women. It's mostly men. Well, in combination with the other one that is. So maybe Ducati, I don't know, maybe that's a brand. I'm gonna motorcycles, that's the big one. Custom motorcycle, Triumph motorcycles. Maybe I should also add in Harley Davidson just to have a group of, but so now, okay, Harley, 390,000 people. Ducati, no, it didn't change anything. Okay, so anyway, well, let's see. We can find Cycle World Magazine by Voodoo. There's not a lot of street bike, super street bike. That sounds like a biker magazine, biker thing, American super bikes. That could be something. Okay, so we're at 400,000. I'm gonna stop right there, but I think you get the point. But If I could, I would have gotten it up to 1 million people. But I want to have 2 layers because that's going to make my audience much more targeted than if I only added a lot of motorcycle interest here. Because this includes the people who match at least one of the following. That's what it says here. So one of the brands or the motorcycle club, motorcycle racing, motorcycle sports, but also they must also like a magazine or one of the websites here, the Biker or Not, or something like that. So a combination of these two makes the audience much more targeted. That's the power here. So we're gonna leave it at those two. And then I'm gonna go into placement. I'm gonna go and show how I set it up here. So I always start with mobile only when I start promoting something new. So I go to mobile only because most of the traffic is going to be mobile for you. I unselect Instagram. I don't want to promote to Instagram. I do not want to promote into audience network. See, the audience now shrunk to 220,000 people. Well, that's fine. I'm going to keep it at that for now. And then I'm going to remove in-stream videos and I'm going to remove instant articles. So 220,000 people. And we are going for post engagement. So let's hope we can get a lot of post engagement. We can, if we want to, we can extend it to other countries to get a higher reach for the $5. For $5, we're only going to reach 400 to 1,800 people, which is fine. So we can't expect 1,000 likes right away from this type of reach. If we're targeting a lot of different countries with the PPE, then we can get a lot of more likes too, but for cheaper. But maybe that's not what we want. I mean, if the goal is just to get the likes up, then to get the social proof, yeah, that could be a good idea. But if we also want to look at our data, then we don't want to target every country. We just want to target the countries where we are gonna sell, which we're gonna sell to, which we intend to sell to. So we'll leave the bid amount to automatic, and we're gonna leave everything else as it is. And then we're going to go into the ad. All right, so here we have the ad. Well, let's go back first to set. I also changed the ad set name here accordingly. So I would change this to mobile, set it to mobile, and the age range and what I'm targeting. Let's do that. So let's go in and edit the ad set again. Go back to because I forgot to set the name. So for this one, motorcycle necklace, I would actually add in female 18 to 65, mobile, and I'm targeting US, and also I'm targeting clubs and magazines, clubs and magazines. Basically, that's clubs, magazines, and what else? Yeah, target magazines and websites. So it's the plus means that it, to me it means that it's intersect with clubs and magazines and websites that I'm intersecting. Anyway, so that's basically a simple way to explain how I name my ad sets. So let's leave it at that. Let's go into the ads. Click on edit for the ad that is selected, and then I can change the ad name. Then I need to change the destination page, the page that I'm going to promote to. So I have a fan page that's called Bikers. I used to have a fan page that's called Bikers. Let's go back. See. I thought I had one. Where was that one? Okay, we're not going to use that page right now, so we'll use another page. I don't know what happened with that page, but let's use this one, Wall Art Design Store, just for now, because for the purpose of showing, I'm going to promote a Bikers product here. So we're going to create, there are two ways we can create the ad here. We can create by click on create ad. I'm going to show you what we can do then. Click on create ad, and add canvas. Okay, we're not going to do a canvas here. We can do an image ad. Let's see if we can select it. Yeah, so if we want to select an image, this is going to be a post engagement ad. So okay, that's why we're not. We don't have an option for video and other things here. I understand. Okay, never mind. I'm going to show you this for the next one we're going to create. We're going to start with use existing post for now. So start with use existing post, and we're going to use it. If we have a post already, we can select it from here, from the drop down, or here we have something. There are some ads here already, old ads. We're not going to use those, but we can if we want to. Instead, we're going to create a new page post ad right now. And I'm going to show you how to write this ad, this product, and as a dark, what we're doing right now, we are going to create it as a dark post. So we can either select an image photo here by clicking on the little icon on the left here, and then just upload the image, basically, or we can click on photo video here, and that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to click on create. We're going to create a video, a slideshow video. So we're going to create a video ad post. Then if we click on select slideshow, what we can do is create a video, run a video ad. Even though we don't have a video of the product, we can create a slideshow video of it, which can be good. So this will work basically like a video ad instead of an image ad. And I'm going to add in some images here to this one. So let me come back to this shortly. Okay, the first thing I want to do is I want to add in the images that I want to use for the slideshow. So I click on the plus button here at the bottom, and it gives me the option to choose images that I already have here, or I can take a photo or upload a photo. So let's just upload some photos, and I have the photos here. Let's select all of them here, the ones that I gotten of that motorcycle necklace. So now I selected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different photos. So it's good to have multiple, different types of photos of the same product. And then I can select aspect ratio here. I want to select, if it's possible, I want to select square, because that's better for mobile. It gives better impressions because mobile views the video in the square. And the image duration I select usually to 3 seconds at least. So I get a video length of over 15 seconds. That's what I want, at least 15 seconds video. So here you can see this is 18 seconds right now. Transition fade, that's good. And then I can also select a music tune here that is basically royalty free, so you don't have to pay anything, or you can use it for free as much as any. So let's select something here that could be good for bikers. I don't know what could be good for bikers. Time lapse. No. This one, longboard. Let's use this. Okay, and then you can see the slideshow playing here. Okay, so that's how the video plays. You have the slideshow, and you can actually drag the images here in whatever order you want them. And when you're done, you just click Create Slideshow, and you will have a slideshow here ready for you to use. And then we need to say something about the slideshow. So you can just start with a question. Love this motorcycle. Let's say love motorcycles. Love motorcycles. This biker. This beautiful gold necklace is right now 50% off or is 50% off today. And then I say new line, I say grab yours here. Then I would post link http storename.com/product well, whatever your link is for the, and then I would add as a last call to action, grab yours here as a call to action, but also as another call to action I want them to comment and like and share as well. So comment yes below and share this with a biker friend. Who would love this? Something like that. So basically what I do here is basically tell them what I want them to do. I tell them that I give them a command that I want them to comment below, and I also want them to share this post. So comment and share, and also I want them to so people always respond better when you tell them what to do. So if you tell them to click comment and share, more people will do it than if you don't tell them. So that's always a call to action I have at the end of my ads in one way or another. Then I click on save and publish posts. We have the option here to actually publish as well if you want to, but we don't want to do that. Then it will be visible on the fan page. If we click on save unpublished post, it's going to be a dark post, so nobody's going to see it. When we go to the page, we can save it, and it will be saved. This one is when we click on save for the post, it will actually be saved for that page as even though the ad is not going live, the post will in itself will be saved on the fan page. So first you might get an error here when you create a post like that, because it will take like 30 seconds for Facebook to create that slideshow video and render that for you. So while we're waiting for that, well, we also want to select here that we want to track conversions from the Facebook pixel. So select that down here, and then you have the choose what pixel you want to use. And then after, well, we waited 30 seconds, we want to see, it doesn't show up here yet in the list. So what we can do, we can go up to the menu here to the Power Editor, and we can click on, let's see what we can click on, page posts. Here we have page posts. We can open that up. So let's go and open that up here. So we have page posts here. Here are a lot of pages that I have here, and this one here, Wall Art Design Story, was the one that we're gonna use. And I'm gonna refresh this page post here to see we have scheduled posts, we have published posts, and we have ads posts here in the page posts part of the section. Okay, here's the one I just created. So May 26th. So yeah, as you see here, this one should be the last one should show up at the top, and it has an ID number here. So what we can do is we can select this ID number here. When we select it, it's going to pop up as and open up though. So I selected it, and then it's open up. You can see that this is the video I just created, and then we have the post here. So this is okay, this is good, all right. But I'm not going to edit anything or do. You can edit it from here if you want to. Click here in the top here, click on Edit Post. But we're not going to do that. So we're going to close this down right now here. But it could be good for you to know if you want to edit it later. You can edit the text. You can never edit the video again. But you have to recreate it. So what we want to do is, like I said, we want to copy the ID number here and close this down, and just click Control C on a PC or Command C on a Mac to copy this number. And then we want to go back to the Power Editor again. So we were here in the Power Editor. So here it says Enter Post ID here. So I click on Enter Post ID and I paste that number and click Submit. see what happens. If something happens, it should load that page post. See, this is the same number. Sometimes you might need to refresh. I don't know. Maybe that's what we need to do right now. I'm gonna refresh the page here. Seems to get stuck, be stuck here. So we'll refresh and see what is happening. Takes a little bit to load. 1, 2. Okay, it's loading. Love motorcycles. This is there. All right, there it goes. So here you can see a preview of the ad, what it will look like on a mobile newsfeed actually, or on desktop too if you choose that. But yeah, so this is what it will look like. Love motorcycles. And you can also, I would recommend that you use emoticons, emojis. Here in the ad copy as well, because that is helping to engage people, evoke more emotions. So if you don't know how to add in emojis here, go to Google and search for emojis Facebook, and then there you get to some sites there where you can basically copy and paste emojis into the post when you're creating it. So this is a video post, and now we can use this to advertise. This is a dark post, so it won't show up on the page. If we try to go to the page, in Facebook, let's go into the let's go and see if we can find that Wall Art Design Store. Here we have it. So here it will not show up. This is another ad that I created a long time ago, so it will not show up here because it's a dark post. If I would have created it from here, I can also click here to basically click and share a photo or video, for example. And then I can create a slideshow from here in the same way. And then if I click on publish here, then it will be created as a visible post, and it cannot be hidden later on. So that's it. Basically, a dark post is hidden. So if I create a lot of ads, I don't want to spam the wall here. And that's why they have the feature of dark posts. All the ads posts can be dark posts if you want to. So they are hidden. If you choose, you can choose to make them visible. But then you can never hide them again, so then they will be visible until you either delete them or they will stay there visible. That's what I wanted to go over with the creating ads. And we can also create an image ad. I'm going to show you that shortly as well. So let me pause the video right now. I'm going to get back to you in just a second, and we're going to continue with the duplication of the ad set as well. So I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, I'm back. I just had to grab some water. So what we want to do right now, then we've created a video ad. Let's go and see. We have been going over the ads manager versus the power editor. We have created a campaign, an ad set, and an ad. We have created a video ad, and we've also talked about dark posts versus visible posts. So what we're going to do right now, I'm also going to talk a little bit about an image ad and the difference between a post ad and an image ad, and also going to duplicate the campaign and show how to duplicate this PPE campaign into. Let's see, duplicate PPE campaign to website conversion campaign. That's what we want to do. So that's what we're going to go into and do right now. So let's go back into this here, and we're going to go and look at the ad set, because that's what we want to duplicate. So, well, we could go here to the campaign and start duplicating that, because we want to duplicate it into a website conversion campaign. And like I said in the beginning, we cannot have a PPE campaign, PPE and website conversion in the same campaign. So we need to have two different campaigns for this. The website conversion campaign, though, if we just duplicate the PPE campaign, it's gonna be create a new PPE campaign, and we can't change the objective of a campaign once it is created. So we want to create a new website conversion campaign, but we still want to duplicate the ad set from the PPE campaign into the new one. So that's what we're going to do here. So let's I'm going to click on the ad set. We have the ad set name here. The campaign is selected. So the ad set is selected, and I'm going to click on duplicate. So then we get the option we can add this duplicate ad sets to the original campaign, or we can add it to an existing campaign, or we can create a new campaign. So like I said, if we choose to add it to the original campaign, then it's going to be another PPE ad set. So that's not what we want. We want to add it into a new campaign, because we don't have an existing campaign yet. So if I click on the existing campaign, I can type in this campaign name here if I want to in the list, and it will have a list of the campaigns that I have, so I can select the one I want. But now we're going to create a new campaign. So I'm going to call this store name motorcycle necklace, and I'm going to name it WC for website conversion. So now we're going to set the objective for this one to conversions. And then we're going to do one duplicate, and the copy, all the statuses will be the same as the one I'm duplicating. So, which means that if the ads are on for the original one, the ads going to be on for the new one. All of them will be active actually when I launch them, that is. So now we have created a new one here. So the new one is actually the one selected here. So right away, first thing I'm going to do is this is a website conversion campaign, so I'm going to name this one WC, so that I know. It's usually named copy in the beginning here. I'm changing it to WC for website conversion, so I know which one is which. And then I need to choose a conversion event. So I can either choose the view contents, add to cart, or purchase, depending on how many sales I've had before on my Pixel. If I had a lot of sales already, I could from other products. Then I would maybe add the purchase as the objective. But since I'm starting out right now new, I start with view content. That's my objective. That's what I'm going to start. So that means that I want Facebook to optimize the ad for people that will come and view my content. But basically, I want them to click on the link. They optimize for people that click on the link on my ad to come and view them. Everything else is going to be the same here from the one I duplicated. So we have the same audience here: US women. We have the Harley Davidson and the motorcycles and the biker pages and the magazines. Everything is the same. Oh, one more thing actually. We want to I always uncheck this one: expand interest when it may increase conversion at lower cost per conversion. I don't trust Facebook with this one, so I usually uncheck this always. Oh, there we got a sale. All right. So I uncheck this because I don't trust Facebook that they will do a good job. I want to keep control over what groups they are targeting or showing my ad to. Basically, that's what I want. So I'm keeping this to mobile only, to mobile newsfeed only. But here we want to change the optimization for ad delivery now, because this is not a PPE ad anymore. The new one is this ad set is a conversion ad, so we want to optimize for conversion as well. So we want to select the conversion here. And we can select conversion window 7-day click or 1-day click. I usually recommend people to leave it at 7-day click in the beginning. You can play around with it and try 1-day click too, but and you can read about how that works. And if you go into to the help section here, conversion window here, it says a little bit about how that works. But basically, Facebook looks back on the last 7 days and try to find people that will purchase within 7 days of seeing the ad. Okay, I'll leave this the way it is. Otherwise, so those are the only things I changed with the pixel and the optimization. And then I go into the ad. So the first one, now you see the ad has been, now we have two different ads as they are connected, each one are connected to one ad set. But they're both targeting the same post. So if I click on this one that is selected, you can see this is the post we did here. So if I want to change this, for example, let's say I want to do an image ad of this, image ad for this one, then I need to, for the second one, here we have an image ad. Then I need to change this. I can either create an image ad here by click create new page post. That will create an image post instead of a video. And I might want to do that because image ads and video ads can perform differently, so I might want to test that. So that could be a reason why I want to do that. Video ads are not always better than images. Images can perform better even if it's the same one. And there are other differences too, but I'm not going to go into detail on those right now. Another way we can create an image ad is we click on create ad here. Now we can see here that we have ad with an image or video here, but I rarely use this one though, but this is something that you can use. I'm going to actually show the difference right now what we're doing with this type of image ad here, and with the other one as a post. This is an image ad that will have a button under it, so, and some text under it. So what we can do is we can click here on image and select image, and it will pop up a little window here with saved images that we have in an image library on Facebook, but also we can choose to upload an image if we want to. Another option here though is that this is pretty new feature, that you can use stock images. If we click on stock images, you can actually search and use images. You see I'm powered by Shutterstock. Shutterstock is one of the largest royalty-free, no, not royalty-free, but largest licensed places for stock images. So if you go to shutterstock.com, you can search all millions and millions of pictures and find ones that you want to use, and you pay a small royal license fee to use them, basically on your websites and that. But here, Facebook have basically teamed up with Shutterstock so that you can use their stock images for free in your ads. So let's just try this now. Obviously, you're not going to be able to find the product that you're going to advertise, but this could be good anyway if you want to find if you want to get creative and get people to click on your ad based on the other type of image, basically. So let's type motorcycle, see what comes up, and here we have a lot of images. You can see them. There are some cool images here that we might be able to use. I mean, to get people to click. Do you think people that like motorcycles would click on this ad? So this one, for example, this is cool too. But there are a lot of cool images here. So select one that stands out, and I select this one, for example. I click on confirm to see. Then we'll get a preview of what the ad would look like. And it doesn't have the watermark, so this is what it will look like. And then you can have a headline here and a little description, and you type the headline here, the URL. URL goes here, and well, you add the link here, where you want to take them in the URL box here to your store, and then you can basically type something. Display link, click here, and the text, the headline here, let's say love motorcycles, question mark. Click here to, no, not click here, let's say our new golden motorcycle motorcycle necklace is 50% off today. Click here to get yours. So now, yeah, that's basically how we can show it in Nuble. You can see what it fits on here, and then we can add a button here if we want to, like shop now or something like that, or shop now if we want to. So you see the difference here. This type of image ad, though, the image is a little bit cropped or the smaller, not as high, doesn't have the same height as normal posts in the newsfeed, and it has the little shop now button here and so on. So these images can work well in some cases, but it also doesn't get as much engagement as a regular post. So when we do the dark post, like I showed you before, by creating a dark post and with an image or a slideshow, then we will get more engagement usually on the ad. But this case can work really well too, because when people click on the image here, they will be taken directly to the product page, and they can see the motorcycle necklace. Even though it's not shown here in the image, you can have an image that really grabs people's attention, and get them to, and then a little text to get them to click. That could be good. Or you can use your own image too. I mean, here if you want to, you can just upload it here and add it. But this is a different type of image ad than the post ad that we created before. So basically, it says we share the link. It says here too. So that's what it says in this type of ad. So it's not a regular post. I hope that makes sense. So keep this in mind how this one looks. Let's say we want to change the image to the actual necklace, so we can upload the image here too. And let's say we want to upload this one. Let's see how that goes. Okay, confirm to use that one. This will update, so now it will look like this. Okay, we can use this one too, because this is pretty good. So this is how it looks with the shop now button and the link below here and so on. But the other way to do it, like I said, doing the dark post, we click on use existing post instead. And then we can, if we want to do an image ad instead of this video, we click here, create post. And we click here on the little icon here, add photos to your post. And we select, well, you can also create a slideshow from here, that's actually new. And we select upload photos or video, and then we can upload the same photo here. Take that same photo, and it will show up here. We only want to select one photo here, otherwise it's going to create let the user swipe and so on. It can create a carousel or whatever. We only want one anyway for the ad. Well, maybe you can use two. And I can get that to work better too. I haven't actually used two in a long time, or more than one. And then you basically type the same copy here. You can take the same one here that we have for the video, just type in the same, love motorcycles, and all that. And then you can save it as an unpublished post, and then we have I'm not going to type it all right now, I'm just going to save it as an unpublished post, and you will see what it looks like here. So that will actually show up right away here. Yeah, so the difference here, this doesn't have the button below here, the image, and you have the text above here, and you don't have a link URL. So this looks more like a post. The other one, remember, it looks like it said the Wall Art Design Store share the link. That's what it said up here. But now it just said sponsored and love motorcycles, and then we add in the other text that I didn't add for this one, but should be the same text that we have for this one. So I hope this makes sense to you. If there was something that was confusing to you, go back and watch it again, watch it a few times, and feel free to ask me questions if you want to. That was all that I wanted to go over. We have been a little bit more than an hour worth of training today, and yeah, so that was all that I wanted to show you today, how to let's repeat what we've been going. We've been talking about the Ads Manager versus the Power Editor. That it is actually, I use the Ads Manager to watch my reports for my ads, and then the Power Editor I use to duplicate ads, to create ads, because it's easy to make changes to multiple ads and so on at the same time, and you can duplicate and do a lot of creative things with it. And then I showed you how to create a campaign, the ad set and the ad, and talked about image ads just now, and then page post ads, the differences between image ad and the page post ad, and also showed you how to create a video ad out of a slideshow if you only have images. If you don't have a video, you can still create a video ad. And I talked about dark posts versus visible posts. And yeah, I showed you how to duplicate a PPE campaign into a website conversion campaign. So that's all the training I had for you today, day 56. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're having a great day. And if you have any feedback, you can comment on this video below here, and I will check back in at times and respond. And you can tag me too if you have a specific question, so that I get notified. I'll get back to answer it if it's not too difficult. Okay, hope you're having a great day, and take care, and see you again soon.